Good morning, beautiful people, lovely souls. This morning I overslept. Here's the thing. When you work for yourself, when you are not self-employed, I'm not employing myself, I'm a soulpreneur, which means that I'm an entrepreneur who helps with people's your soul evolution while you're here having a human experience. So this morning, my humanness decided that it ought to stay laying down in bed longer. That's this arrow going this way. So when I woke up, see that little arrow going that way? There we go. So when I woke up, I went, okay, I have choices. I can spend the next 10 minutes running around frantically getting ready and feeling rushed and crazed and not calm and relaxed. And so I took those minutes rather than doing the regular normal thing of going, oh my God, I'm late, I have to hurry, I've got to do this. I took an attitude of gratitude. So first of all, I gave thanks for my entire body. I gave thanks for my tummy that was saying, is it time for coffee? And I gave thanks for my mind that could say, you have free will. You have a choice here where you can decide, am I going to get up and even without my Java jolt start running around frantically, coming to you with that energy of, oh my God, I'm late. Or I can take a moment, take a breath and go, how can I come to the world? How can I come to you in the most authentic? You notice authenticity is up really a lot just now. So how can I come in the most authentic, calm, Sheila that's available to me right now? So instead of doing all of the frantic running around going, I got my Java Jolt and my Amore cup. Look, there's my lips on that side. And I got in the shower. And I decided, I made a conscious choice from free will that rather than come to you, rather than come to myself, all frantic with an attitude of frazzled, as opposed to an attitude of gratitude that, look, I get up, it's another one of those great gray skies here in the Pacific Northwest. Yep. The beautiful thing is that you don't know what the rest of the day is going to be. And if you begin your day by going that way, and then you're going that way, and then you're going the other way, you're going to get really confused. So I took a moment, I took a breath, and I got in touch with your souls. I got in touch with my own soul and said, what would my soul need this morning? Well, my soul doesn't need frazzled. There's enough of that out there. It doesn't need one more drop of that. What it needs is us to take a breath. So go ahead and let's just all do that together. Nice inhalation through our nose. And then exhale through a little round Cheerio lips. And let's just do that one more time. So can you feel your entire body just with that exhalation just drop down into a different vibration? My new mantra is raise your vibe, raise your life. Well, how do you do that? How do you drop into or pull yourself up to a different vibe? Well, I think we come to a place where we see where we are now. So it's a place of acceptance. That does not mean settle. And I think we get confused. Oh, just one second. This is my anti-confusion plant medicine cacao beans and coffee beans. So how do we do that? How do we come to a place where the world around us is asking for something different than we're responding to at that moment? Let's say you're late, okay? You overslept. When you get up and you start running around frantically, that frantic goes out in the world, and you notice that out there in the ocean, all of the plastic is gravitating towards itself, right? Okay, and so now there's miles of plastic floating around out there. The same thing happens with frazzled. There's plenty of frazzled out there. So your frazzled goes out there, attaches to all the other frazzled, and pretty soon we've got miles and miles and hundreds of miles and thousands of miles of frantic out there. And no, did you notice while I was doing that, I was talking faster and faster and faster? Okay, so when you start to feel frazzled, take your thumb and your middle finger, rub them together. That act causes an internal reaction. I don't know what it is. I don't want to know what it is. Well, that's not true. I might want to know what it is, but I'm not going to tell you about that. What I'm going to tell you about is this kinesthetic thing that causes a response in the body that goes, ah. And when you hook up this kinesthetic thing, rubbing these fingers together, with a thought that's uplifting, like I am calm, I am a peaceful soul, then these two things anchor that in your body on a kinesthetic level. And then when they anchor it in your body on a kinesthetic level, rubbing these fingers together, the body gets it. Every cell of the body goes, oh, okay, and relaxes. So when you're finding that you're frantic, that you something is expecting you there before you're ready to be there, then just do yourself a favor, take a breath, rub these fingers together, and then watch your body relax. Because the difference between excitement and annoyance, antagonism, anxiety is pretty small. Kinesthetically, physiologically, there is very little difference. But we say, oh, I'm upset, or I'm anxious, or I'm whatever. And if you find a flip side of that, so I'm anxious, all of those same body responses are there in excitement. So just call it something different. And I'm going to put the podcast over here. I'll put it in the chat, and you can go and listen to that podcast. So this morning, woke up late, got an attitude of gratitude, went that direction. And you see that the laughter, the playfulness shifted up my confusion about, oh, what shall I do? It solidified my desire to be here with you. And it also motivated me to get into action, but not action from a frantic place, action from a place of knowing the direction I'm going, knowing why I'm going there, because I love you. And because if I take a moment and I create a cocoon of comfort and coziness for you, and I offer it out to you, you can take that into your heart, and any boo-boos that you have or anything that comes along in that day, you can carry me in your heart. You can rub your fingers together and kinesthetically change your attitude to one of gratitude. So Anita and I have been practicing this thing. When we say something to the other person, rather than responding out of defense or anything else, we respond out of thank you. Our first thing out of our mouth, and it's, it doesn't happen all the time, but the first thing out of our mouths are thank you. And then after that, when you take that to your heart, thank you. Doesn't mean you agree with the person, or you aren't going to stop and think about what they said, that you don't really have an immediate response, but that thank you gives your body a moment and your mind a moment to not react, but to respond. So my response to looking and going, well, I have 10 minutes to get to Facebook Live, my commitment to myself, but more importantly to you, because what we commit to someone else, we're more likely to do. So I could have frantically got here and given you that, but I made a conscious choice. And a conscious choice puts you in a place of not having to. I choose to do this, to be present with you. And when you make a choice point, I choose this. You don't have to give up that, whatever that is, but I choose this. Then you can say, and that. So there you go. So that's my tip for you. Whenever you find yourself running, then stop. Unless you want to be running, unless that's your thing for that moment. But stop yourself. Take a breath. Rub these fingers together. Anchor. Calmness. Contentment. Cooperation. And anything else you want to anchor into that, place your hands over your heart and know that regardless of how you're feeling, that you're loved and that you are loved. Because you know what? I love you. Love you. See ya. Bye. And for my 7-day mini series, and yeah, and then we'll shamanism because it's not mysterious, it's down home, it's easy to use, and it's available 24/7. So I'll talk to you about that, and there's a link there for you for the podcast, and go over there, call it something different. Love you. See ya. Bye.